Stage 1. Nothing is working, despair. Today is my 20th birthday. I am writing in this journal because I promised my new friend, Savannah, I would. She gave this to me as a gift because I told her I was a writer. But as I start to write, I know that I really haven't written much of anything in the last couple of years. How did I get so caught up in trying to survive that I forgot what I used to love so much? And what would my father say if he could see me now? Here is my son. It's his birthday. He left home to become a great writer, but he hasn't written a single thing in years. And now he sits in a drug rehab, trying to find his way. Isn't he a great son? I am choked by the thoughts of how disappointed he would be. I can still hear him screaming, "You will regret this foolish decision," as I walked out the door. I remember thinking when I left that I would prove him wrong. When I arrived in Paris at 18, it seemed like I had made the best decision of my life. Within the first week, I got a job and fell in love with a beautiful girl. I felt like a king in a vast empire of opportunity. But just as quickly as I assembled the pieces of my new life, one by one, they began to fall apart. My month-long relationship ended and I lost my job. At first, I was hopeful, and ready to start again, but I had spent all of my money and discovered how quickly the world can forget you when you don't have any money, or a home, or a smile. I fell deep into a hole of despair and pain. I never thought I would be alone on the streets, where the dark shadows of the night and the torturous cries of the homeless pierced my very soul, and caused me to lose faith and hope that tomorrow could safely come. As I grew to accept my circumstances, I met a number of others, just like me, and for a time, they became me familiar. We would steal and cheat and lie, and at the end of each day we would share our food and our vices. For the past 2 years, I have been street sharpened, yet dumbed down and numbed by the combination of drugs and lies, and even when my best friend, Fabrin, finally shoved me against the wall and told me to leave or be killed, I felt ready for anything, including death. I remember thinking that perhaps I was getting exactly what my father had warned me of, and that I deserved every bit of it. I'm not sure then why I responded when I heard Fabrin assaulting Savannah. His words and his style of attack had become quite familiar. I do not know where the strength came from, or how I could be so bold to confront him, but I knew that this American woman, whose English words cut clearly through the night, needed me. Perhaps it was the last shred of humanity left in me that simply couldn't be lost completely. Perhaps she was God's pawn, in a game of survival, and it was the last move I had left to make. Whatever the reason, I am here now, in a safe place, and it seems the sun has kept its promise of rising in the morning, and that perhaps there is more to life than what I have seen. My stomach aches and my eyes feel empty from the tears that have left them long ago. My muscles and bones are sore, but something inside me feels warm and tender. Perhaps it is hope, or perhaps it is faith, but this place and these people are helping me find my way back.